Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. We just defeated one of those random enemies that we I'm almost forced to fight these guys whenever I come down here. But anyway, we got a new tech, the Twin Charm, which I believe increases the chance to charm enemies. Actually, might charm multiple enemies. I'm not sure, I haven't used it, but I'll be using it probably whenever I use Charm, if Marle's in my party. And again, I've been trying to use characters more often. So anyway, for the next two videos, we'll be on a quest to seal, or to unseal items. So first things first, there's 4 chests in the Middle Ages that you want to check, and it will ask you if you want to remove the contents. Do not remove the I mean, you can, but do not remove the contents. If you remove the contents, the item you will receive will be much less powerful than the item you get if you leave the contents in there, which you'll see in a little bit. We destroyed Magus' troops, and we all owe it all to Mega. Yes, I killed Magus, even though he's still alive. But this was a triumph. And I'm making a note here, it was a huge success. So, yeah, there's four chests that you want to check but not open. The one is in the inn, near where Chrono's house is in the present. The one is in the castle, and the other one is over here. The other 2 are over here, in the Elder's house. And yeah, make sure you do that because you'll definitely want the item that you get from that. So let's see what else to talk about, since most of this is just going to get stuff. And yeah, I'm going to try and talk about a lot of the items I get later on. I think I got, was it a magic ring from the one chest? And here I got, oh no, here's a magic ring. Maybe the other was a tab. Or a power ring or something. But anyway, there's a lot of rings you get from some of the chests, like that one. Those rings are, the secret rings, and they allow you to, they're basically like the power scarf in that. They're just more powerful versions. Like there's a speed, or I don't think it's called speed ring, but a ring that increases your speed more. The rings are basically, I think, the item, or the equips that increase your stats the most. Like, you know, again, the power, hit, you know, magic defense, or just defense, stuff like that. I don't know if there's a defense. I think there is. Anyway, this triangle, if it looks any familiar, this is the same triangle that we saw in Zeal. It was the weapons place that was supposedly sealed by Zeal. And on the right is one that increases, a weapon that increases strength, and on the left is a protective gear. The right is the Swallow, which is the most powerful sword we're going to have for a little while. Actually, we're going to get another stronger sword later, but the sword's not going to last us all that long. I'd advise you take the left chest, which has the Safe Helm. The Safe Helm is the second best helmet in the game, I believe. And you'll get more use out of the Safe Helm than you will the Swallow, which is a sword for Chrono. But anyway, things to talk about. Well, Ray Dursky, or I don't know how you pronounce. Yeah, I guess Dursky. I might be pronouncing that wrong. He sent me a rant topic. That was inspired actually by my thing on in Document Country 3 about, you know, what love is, and he was talking about how the breakdown of American language, and how you know, like the word love, how in our culture it represents multiple actions that are completely different. Like you could say, you know, like loving your mother is different than loving your girlfriend. I hope. No, seriously, I hope. But in Greek, the word love is broken down into 3 separate words. He said it was agape, which is love towards God. Filio, I might be pronouncing these horribly wrong. A brotherly love, which would be like family love. And eros, a sensual love, which would be like love to your girlfriend. And yeah, nowadays in the wall. Okay, we got the wall ring. I can't remember what the wall ring does. That might be a defensive ring. But there's 2 things. Love is like, what in the world? There's 2 rings in the chest? How is that possible? The dash ring's the speed one. So yeah, and now that you've powered up all the chests in the Middle Ages, now you can go back to them in the future, and they'll actually be powered up. So the item you'll get will be more stronger. So the blue vest, which we would have got from this, is now the blue mail. You definitely want that. And after you power all these up, you can also go back to the Middle Ages, which I'll show next video, and get the blue mail. So you can have both the blue mail and the blue vest, the black mail and the black vest, the white mail and the white vest, and the red mail and the red vest. Basically, what these do is the red mail all the males, they absorb the specific element. So for example, the red male absorbs fire, whereas the red vest will decrease damage to like 50%, or absorb 50%, but it won't absorb nearly as much. So you definitely want to get the power up them to males. And this is a really interesting scene. And I'll get back to the rant in a second because this is really interesting. Queen is okay. So we're learning about the Queen, and the Chancellor's randomly coming up. And I guess we've forgotten all about the trial and how I was an evil guy. Whatever. Tell me more. This may be difficult. Well, Queen Azilia's condition worsened. She just wanted to see the king for one last time, but he couldn't drop by. Said he had some work to do. But knowing nothing about death, you waited faithfully by your mother's side. Okay. Zeal, I can't... indirectly killed her. Such a shame. I can't pronounce her name because I can't... My father killed my my father killed my mother? But what do I know? Oh, yeah, he just told her, like, horrible news that his father, you know, basically indirectly caused his mother's death. And he's like, so it's so wonderful to see you. Come and visit the king, even though I just told you horrible things about him. We'll learn more about this whole situation later, but for now, but yeah, and another thing I remember reading or just hearing about, I think the Inuits or the Eskimos, snow, for them, for us, snow would be just snow. You know, water, frozen water falling from the sky, you know, power, you know, that's snow. For them, there was words, I don't know what the words were, but the words for different types of snow. Like if this, you know, the snow was very, you know, heavy, it would have a different name. And words in general are just symbols. They're just symbols that we put a meaning to. There's a whole debate I could get onto that is really an in-depth debate that would take forever on what was the sign, signified, and damn, what's the other one? Sign, signified. There's another. And here it's telling us that the king now realizes it wasn't a kidnapping, but the chancellor might be giving trouble. The sign, signified, and anyway, we learned about an art history basically, and you know, it's all about symbols. How, you know, the word dog is a symbol that we apply meaning to, and you know, the symbol itself is meaningless until the meaning is applied to it. So with the English language, you have a lot of symbols that represent multiple meanings. Oh, this is funny too. I'm not giving in to your demands. Wait, was that the king who said that? I don't know. And letting these hoodlums in here, you might as well beg for bread on the street corner. Stop it! They're my friends. They're a disgrace to this family. You're literally the only one in the family. You care more about your country than me or mother. What? You killed mother! That line always makes me laugh. Get out of here this instant. I never want to see your face again. Good riddance. This is like the most ridiculous fight scene ever. Or not fight scene, but like the argument, because we're no longer family. Do as you wish. Because it doesn't make much sense. And if you want to cause more mayhem, if you noticed earlier, I bought Jerky from the snail stop. So let's go visit the king again. Oh, I love this. I hope the princess returns. I'm like, wait a minute, she's right next to me. Are you blind? But yeah, the problem with, you know, and that's, you know, English language people say, oh, well, learn English, well, yeah, but the thing with the English language is, and it's not like something you can just fix, but a lot of things with English are, and it's the same with other stuff too, but there's a lot of words that, you know, you have a meaning, you know, there's multiple meanings for one symbol, which can cause confusion, and again, like love, but some more like love that are more like, you know, wide open, like dog, it's pretty dog. I mean, that one's pretty straightforward, but there's some that, like, there's tons of theirs depending on how you spell it. What is it, sir? How dare you, giving me something this rich when you know I have high cholesterol, but it's your favorite. This is the last straw. Now I know how you really feel. You dare give me jerky in this house? You must die. So yeah, the jerky that supposedly can feed an entire army can also kill a king. One piece of jerky. That's like, it's really hilarious. There's no good no positive outcomes to that, and it really doesn't do anything for you, negative or good. But it's funny to watch. The king throwing a giant, you know, kind of tantrum over a piece of jerky. Get out! How dare you give me jerky? But yeah, with words, basically, you know, it's interesting how multiple symbol or one symbol you have to change it, because that's when you get people getting confused. You get, you know, mixed messages and stuff when you know, like with the 3D thing. I'm talking about 3D, how 3D is basically used for different things. But I'm almost out of time. Go in here to get this chest. You have to go through the time warp. This has been Mega 400 reminding you,